Ask my young turn, what's that? Like the third bowl. Call my bitch, sang soon, how she take my soul. This bitch thought deep as fuck, she the best head. I leave your mama crying by your deathbed. Almost choked my bitch up, she ain't cook breakfast. I remember auntie clear the room, a meth head.
10 racks for the California king, I buy the best bed. Soon as you step a foot in my hood, you gotta check in. I got a clean plug on the watch, but I check red. Sold 6 lines to my niggas, so I left with 10. Spent the night in a dope house, and I left with 10. They smelled the drink, yeah, it might be act. Let me check again. Put the long nose on him, he'll never use his neck again. I owe Sammy 10 racks, I drunk a 4, then wrecked the Benz. I just drunk 2 4s, I got an 8 still. I know I'm only down the street, you gotta wait still. We finna fuck these niggas up, it's me and Jay Kills. Pissed off at all the ops pissed off at all the ops right now, like why y'all ain't kill me? Oh, you was tryna buy some work, why you ain't tell me? $90 for a fucking eighth, how you can't smell? My bitch fucked the light skinned nigga, but I ain't jealous. He probably fuck you good, but let's see who can make pay better. Took my bitch whole income tax and bought drink with it. 100 pounds in the rental trunk, so it's stinking. In diesel put an 8 in one pop, it look like paint in it. You know it's ghetto boys for life, bitch, I ain't switching. 100 shots, plus I got the beam, so I ain't missing. Just took a loss on 6 racks, but I ain't tripping. Hit my little dog with a bag and make him pay it. Catch me in a Hellcat, burning out at every intersection. I'm trying to fuck my bitch friend, that might be interesting. Put him on the shit bag for years, he gon' have indigestion. Fully auto switch on the Glock, we call him 60 seconds. Nigga, ghetto boy shit, you know what the fuck going on. What up, J Kid? It's Rio. Can't fuck with it. You know it's ghetto boys for life, bitch, I ain't switching. We finna fuck these niggas up, it's me and J Kill. You know it's ghetto boys for life, bitch, I ain't switching.
Stone on the track.
JC, it's J Cash, man.
Fuck that. 8 doobies to the face. Fuck that. 12 bottles in the case, nigga. Fuck that. 2 pills and a half weight, nigga. Fuck that. Got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Man, I swear my nigga tripping off that shit again. Pick 'em up, then I sit 'em in cold water. Then I order someone to bring 'em Vica. Then hope they take the pain away from the feeling that he feel today. You know when you're part of Section 8 and you feel like no one can relate. Cause you are a loner, marijuana, endorphins make you stronger. I'm in the house party, tripping up a generation, sipping cough syrup, blankets, water. Never no pancakes in the kitchen, man. Not one of our lives is caught up in the daily superstition that the world is about to end. Gives a fuck, we never do listen unless it comes with a 808. A melody and some hoes, PlayStation and some drink. Technology bought my soul. Looking around and all I see is a big crowd that's product of me, and it probably relatives relevant for a rebel stream. Yep, her president is black, she black, purple label on her back, but that tap is like blue, she take it straight to the head. Then she look at me, she got ADHD. 8 doobies to the face, fuck that. 12 bottles in the case, nigga, fuck that. 2 pills and a half weight, nigga, fuck that. Got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Like whoa, 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 whoa. Don't gotta limit, just give me some more credit. Don't gotta limit, just give me some more credit. They always tell me ADHD did it. And then she started. Then she started feeling the stuff like no one else in this apartment. Beg your pardon, oh I rap, baby. How old are you? She say 22, I say 23. Okay, then we all crack babies. Damn, why you say that? She said, where my drink at? I'ma tell you later, just tell your neighbors and the police relax. I stood up, shut the blind, closed the screen, Jumbotron, made to the back where she resides. Then she said, read between the lines. Yep, hope that I get close enough when the light turns down. And the fact that she just might open up when the new folks start to drown. Everybody and I know the both of us really deep in the mood now. It's nothing we can do now. Somebody walked in with a pound of that Bay Area Kush. She looked at me, then looked at it, then she grabbed it, then she said, get it understood. You know why we crack babies? Because we born in the 80s, that ADHD crazy. 8 doobies to the face, fuck that. 12 bottles in the case, nigga, fuck that. 2 pills and a half weight, nigga, fuck that. Got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Like whoa, whoa.
Don't gotta limit, just give me some more money. Don't gotta limit, just give me some more money. They always tell me ADHD.
You can have all the shine, give you the light. Double cup, juice, 4, 6, just mix it and Sprite. Ecstasy, shrooms, blow, drone, hold, whatever you like. You can have all my shine, I'll give you the light.
Digital.
Steve-O crowned this beat.
Hey,
Ghetto boys.
yeah. Hey. Hey, different city, other state, we had another trap. If the bags ain't smoking, we gon' take it back. Young China, I'm just trying to duck one time. About that paper, we gon' snap on that front line. Get your grams up, 1,000+ G's on me. Mary G's on me, bitch, I keep squeeze on me. Bad little bitch, he tryna eat on me. Your man's broke, he don't even got a D on him. Get your Cubans up, then get your dollars up. We the biggest like the mafia, come and shop with us. Make this shit look easy, what's 100 bows? Been trapping all week in the same clothes. $100,000 kit, bitch, I'm too lit. Got a crate accumulated, I don't move shit. Your man's broke on his ass, he don't do shit. Lil' bro demon, yeah, when he shoot shit. In a week, I just blew about 10 bricks. 2 kits on me, cost about 10 bricks. New whip, new ice, and some new drip. This a Rollie 41, this a new wrist. 100.
This a 41 Rollie, I paid 100 for it. 800 for the bows, but I ain't making nothing off them. Bitch said she love me, but I wasn't talking. Bitch, if you love me, climb the tallest mountain, jump off it. With no parachute. Louis down, I paid 10 for a pair of shoes. Right now I'm chilling with the pastor daughter, she spiritual. Bitch, call your baby daddy, I kill him too. Got a whole pint of action, I can't spare it. I just poured up on the concrete boys with caribou. They stretched them out, legs with me, Hines said he flexed. I can do what the fuck I want to, my schedule flexible. I'm my own boss. Hey, when it come to the dog shit, I knock my own off. Kill my own cousin. Keep my phone on D&D cause they don't want nothing. Made 100 raps off rap Saturday and sold 100 bowls of low Sunday. Woke up Monday, made another 100, it was show money. I ain't gotta pull the dog shit out, I don't show money. Bitch, my earrings cost a quarter ticket. I'm drinking on a cup, cost a quarter chicken. My plug tried to tax on the bricks. I told Ice come deport his sister. Put up on a drink, man, with my lawyer with me. I'm only paying 2K for the pint closing argument. My mama wanted me to go to school, that's retarded shit. How? And I made 5 mil without a scholarship. This bitch told me she gon' call her brother, and I shot the bitch. I came back with 100 racks when I shot that trip. 10 mil got so much kick, I done popped the switch. I done dropped the clip. Ain't nobody got no drink in this bitch. Okay, I'm about to do to the bay with no paper. Came back with a lot of shit. I got face card. Left, right, uppercut. You know I break jaws, nigga. I got a 4-5 on me on probation. You know I love to break laws. I got this drink for my great paw. 24 bars, but I had to take an 8 off. I just ate 4 bars and drank an 8 raw. My New York nigga said some gay shit and didn't say pause. Voila, I just made some hard, but it came soft. I hit her raw, never had a rubber, said it came off. You know I lied to her. I love a bitch so much I cried to her. Don't show me who your baby mama is, cause I'm finding her. He tried to rob me with a bitch with him and he died with her. Why would I buy a pint of green and I can find a perk? Took the seats out the lamb truck trying to find a perk. I'm a dope fiend, I need some more lean, but I ain't buying a drink if it don't come with codeine. Yeah, nigga, you a plane sipper. 3 pints of drink, 100 bowls, I'm on a plane with it. When I pull up on my plug, I'll cash out. I never want a front, I cash out, but I don't cash out. I'm with a bad bitch, look like Cash Doll. She a nun, she don't walk around with her ass out. But she thick though. I used to be broke, but I'm rich though. I used to didn't have 50 cent, bro. Now my neck got 250 and my earrings 250 add me up. That's a half a tick, ho. Ghetto boy shit. Nigga. Man, this shit on the floor, man, from the Bay to the motherfucking K, back to the A.
Stone on the track.
JC, it's J Cash, nigga. What up, Mike?
I just sat down off a flight, had a wild night. See me by myself, cause these niggas ain't right. I can't even take these niggas serious. Like the way I hit it, calling back, now she delirious. I'm a pimp hoe, acting accordingly. Back when I was broke, I seen the same hoes ignoring me. Used to want 10, now that same 10 pulling me. Christian Dior, got a bad bitch adoring me. I'm a freaky nigga, I fucked up 30,000. Every time I take her out, she start wild. Little dumb bitch with no discipline. Every time I hear a fuck nigga, I stop listening. Moving my command, she got me whistling. No real ice, when you see it, mine's glistening. You buy fake shit, stupid nigga buy some businesses. Selling all this bullshit, nigga, I'm not interested.
The baddest bitches in my city fuck for 40 bucks. Whole school on Ratty's bitch truck came 4G'd up. Fuck a young bitch, I'm only hitting hoes 40 plus. JC walked in with a pint, told him pour me up. 15 racks for the plain rollie, it's a 41. The plug said he running out of bricks, I better order up. 100 rounds out that 308, fuck my shoulder up. Damn, I shouldn't have fucked little sis, I want the older one. I bet we can bust your bitch down, me and YG. Stuffed the bitch with a mother load, she was 5'3". 100K cash play on the floor, pick up line 3. Somewhere in the middle of the jungle where you find me. Bitch said she good for my heart, like find me. Stuffing dick in my tall bitch, I like to climb trees. Wolf grade 5s on my feet, like where you find me. Let my bitch step on the work, she got fine feet.
Hey Mike, call Rio, I got the purchase in. Bitch burnt out, she want the 30, she don't want the 10s. Come again, matter of fact, stay your ass there. I can tell she fucking for the money, see the right stare. Try to take something, I triple dog there. Hey, you ain't gotta count the money, cause it's all there. Same bitch you kissing on, I put my bars there. You got that little ass money, go and grab a chair.
I can get you knocked off for a half a square. Walk in the kitchen, in the left cabinet, it's a casket there. Bitch, I ain't coming in your crib, it's fags in there. Oh, brought back the whole thing, I put half in there. Now that's a double up. I think them hoes all know I fuck cause they huddled up. Smoke a lot of woods and drink pain on my double cup. He threw a jab and missed, I caught his ass with an uppercut.
Around wait and get a bag on. Yeah, nigga. Fuck sitting around wait and get a bag on, nigga. Pussy ass nigga ain't got no love.
Folks sitting around waiting, I'ma get a bag on. If he sell a whole thing, but he won't brag on it. Nigga, where that clean work, I'ma dance on it. Beat the dope ass, put my hands on it. I'm a middleman to hit, I know my man's want it. Still selling hit like when them grams coming. Nigga, how you selling work? You ain't got a scale. Burnt Daisy Lane out, that bitch was hot as hell. I rap them bitches tight, you wanna know how they smell. Hit it 2 times, I bet you can't tell. I'm thinking to myself like I'm slick as hell. How the fuck you sitting broke all this shit for sale? I told V's, that dope ain't gon' mix itself. At one of OD, he trying to kill himself. I might fuck around and go back to home. I'm out of town in the country, like it's my street. In the town and country. Me and Nutty, searching for the whip, treat the hood like Kentucky. If the dope smacked up, then I don't need that. I just passed out some testers, need some feedback.
4-hour drive, just me and Dave. Serving out of town and country, trying to dodge the rain. Said he dope sick, and he can feel it in his stomach for 1,000 grams.
Heater, all the time, some lesser time. My life was a game, ill advised. Lucky to be still alive. Know it's fucking with niggas' pride. Chemist, you know where we at with it. Bojack, skid it. I was down and out ducking bumblebees, ounce of sauerkraut, getting fronted weed. Built a powerhouse, caught me up to speed when I counted out my first 100 G's. Found the time we could funnel keys, chowing down me and Uncle Sneed. Pound loud like who cut the cheese, still counting down to my brother's free. Niggas rockin' chains with the bubble letters, I be copping cane trying to pluck a feather. Hop a train, catch the bus wherever, dodging rain with no umbrella. Hydroplaning through the flood zone, Clio banking in the drug zone. Take the pyro, shake it with no gloves on. Watch, I can make it do the love Jones. 16 out in Ben Harbor, living rent free like a Sprint Charger. Apartment 6C, me and Brett Tarver made a 15 do the Vince Carter. Taking trips with my brother Blue, shaking splits in the cup with goo. Made a brick jump from 1 to 2, couldn't make this shit up if I wanted to. Cheated death, could've suffocated. Been arrested, beat a couple cases. East West RIP Slick, real BMF, know we drug related. 5 birdies made a play for 3, left 1 with Queen, now we updated. Riding dirty 1008 on me, and the HOV got me frustrated. Where we at with it? Whip it in the Rex off the plastic. Hit it, stretch it like elastic. Put it in the press, then I smash it. Weigh it up wet, then I bag it. Get them high tested by the casket. Did the high step when I got drafted. Caught an interception on the package. But it's a method to my madness. Put it in the rest off the plastic. Hit it, stretch it like elastic. Put it in the press, then I smash it. Weigh it up wet, then I bag it. Get them high tested by the casket. Did the high step when I got drafted. Caught an interception on the package. But it's a method to my madness.
Check a flag type shit. Yeah, when the speedometer reads 70 miles per hour, the spoiler is deployed from the trunk. Less wind resistance, more power. You ain't sat nothing like this once. Fresh from the pages of car and driver to the possession of high pilots. Filed in my collection with the rest of my shit. Up to date bill sheets, documented mileage. Handbook in the console, I know everything about it. Got your woman where she need goggles. See me on the set, I'm the picture of survival. Live in the flesh, dropping bombs on my rivals. We the motherfucking jets, you just motherfucking clown shoes. Fall when your big homie jewelry shooting virals. Never wheeling them cars, just standing by 'em. Not really knowing them bros, just standing by 'em. No first class tickets, you just buy the standby ones. I'm adding dollars, you admiring. I'm words with friends whole time, and flight wireless. Email full of condo prices. Marble of granite, kitchen islands, home stylings. Yeah. Got a meal out the deal, I'm still on the grind. Got 10 more coming, just give me some time. Putting it all together, got something in mind. Show 'em better than I can tell 'em they gon' feel me. Show 'em better than I can tell 'em they gon' feel me. Niggas I came up with changing up, say they gon' kill me. If they ever catch me slipping, I don't give a fuck sincerely. I know they just emotional, they love me, they fear me. They like my women, they see me staring, wish they was in it. Jealousy, just feeding them negative energy. I put my hands together, praying for my frenemies. Only let paper chasers dwell in this vicinity. Can't violate the jet code without penalty. Even family get let go. Fredo, you killing me. I work hard, bloggers thinking that it's into me. Dropping record after record like them bitches slippery. I like nice shit, and I know how to get it. Hustle dumbass, it's not rocket science or quantum physics. Get on task, full trap to a trillion. Wrote these raps in New Orleans and performed them in New Zealand. Word to push a T, and that's legal drug dealing. My God, what a feeling. Italian engineering, Decepticon stealing. Push button disappearing when the drizzle clearing. I probably be laid in the enclave until then. Jet mess in the kitchen, grilling up steaks till it smell like root Chris in the minute food you on the plate. The hero one song, when I'm done I say I'm great. Fuck it, got a meal out the deal, I'm still on the grind. Got 10 more coming, just give me some time. Putting it all together, got something in mind. Show 'em better than I can tell 'em they gon' feel me. Yeah. On them thick things, niggas fucking up, they ain't fucking with the blizzang. Hits from the bone, Cali strong, got me feeling like I could kill a man, but I'd rather kill a baseline. These coke lace lines, too dope for most, they turn their noses up. Real niggas turn the music up mo. Looking out the crack windows, sound in the smoke, got you high off boat, drugs, audio. Y'all ain't got the heart for it, get your cardio and all the bro. Running for the money, pockets double stuffed Oreos. Party over here, bitches feeling like shit in the morning, oh. It's the shit life with the jets with fair warning. Ho, call who you gotta call for, we be off. I live far and your phone might not have balls. Baby dog, break that weed up for me. I break you off something, hey, you running your mouth, leading your friends to me. This is the life, break down and roll up. Under glass like a pheasant, jet plans under wraps like presents. Stayed in my lane, gained leverage, executive check, my credit is merited. We hustling together, better than going in blindly. Expectations not met, fools get ejected, drop like a false side record. Gone in the hiding like the canvas top on what I'm driving out. Riding up the block, they think I'm moving in the Autobot. Hop out, photo op, scan for the cops if they not about. Like something for the cool niggas, roll another one for the ride. Keep that bag, that's all you, nigga. I'm out on another mission, steady paper twist. Even when I was a broke nigga, bitches paid attention. On another mission, steady paper twisting. Even when I was a broke nigga, bitches paid attention. Break down and roll up. Cush through the sunroof, Mercedes gun-proof. We in an armor coupe. I'm jamming that Khalees, I just wanna get along with you. Discuss my favorite oldest song with you. I'm on the balcony, step out you after me and bring my bong with you. I'm that nigga, them other fools just pretending they jury costume, variety, and all they cars rented. I worked hard for everything I got, I flossed in it, real walking in the game. But first I had to crawl in the buckle down, did my thing, the game brought out the dog in me. The way I look at it, they all enemies. I took it back to my old energy. That's it, let's double. Yeah, cush through the sunroof, Mercedes gun-proof, we in that armor coupe. Cush through the sunroof, Mercedes gun-proof, we in that armor coupe. Game brought out the dog in me. I took it back to my old energy. And she telling me she feel the chemistry. That's bullshit, she just know I'm rich. But keep going, sweetie, they calling for peace treaties. I think they gon' do something sneaky. They said it was up there, so I say fuck it, leave it. Cush through the sunroof.
Forget about it, Frankie.
La música de Harry Fraud. Rain on the fan, the windshield, tears when the friends kill. How that shit feel, you not equipped for the field. And they smell fear, clouds darken as they draw near. How'd you get here? Shit like a shitty record deal. Pulled up on factory wheels with the racing gear. I could make $1 million appear. No back and forth with a boss who could have you brought up in the trunk of a car. At that point it's past talk, so you should leave in a park that's way more smart. Andre, I put years into this art, you cannot compare me. Went from hood rich to wealthy, a pandemic outside, I'm trying to stay healthy, God help me. I'm dope as fuck, they handsome me in airports cause dogs smell me. Y'all sketchy, that's why y'all can't catch me. Try to text me, 5'7" front the house, I'm inside, smoked out with some NBA socks on, cause a nigga ballin', huh? Threw me in the hole, put on hella gold, and then I crawled out, brought them cars out, turned some broads out, underground superstars. Now, bitch, what you talking about? I put the homies in position to get millions. Pretty deuce every year, I get a new Bentley. Thumbing through Benjis, roll gold forges, looking like the largest pennies underneath the foreign. Success make me a target in my city. I never sleeping, but I dream big. As a teen, I watch MTV Crib. Jermaine Dupree had the Continental T in the garage. You say you ain't a big dog unless you got one of these. Yeah. And now I'm driving precision because now I'm that nigga. Some of my cars self-pub, but I don't trust it on them funky bitches who think they smart. Play Mario Kart with their hearts. See a OG not slow. I low-key tell you a pup. Simple as pimping the penny, throwing the motherfucking dog. Never missing my mark. Game winner from the 3-point arc. A dozen Lamborghini send them in the panic. It was madness like March. The watch falls. My watch is in the vault. Too icy need to thaw. Shout out to Jermaine Dupree. Yeah, it's so easy to say it, but you probably couldn't take it. Niggas probably wouldn't have made it. Niggas wouldn't survive the fucking day. We arrived in speedboats. The top dealers from each coast would be an honor to check our coast. We do this the most. We the all pros, you know. Canary yellow diamonds and yellow gold. Too much money to fold. Figure skating in my wallabies, the street cold. Young niggas hopping gates, we was 11 years old. Derek got murdered at 12, my whole world froze. Watching the news, doing my homework, it was the first week of school. They was all cool, don't know why they flipped on dude. That night I had to sleep in my mouth wrong. I talked to her till I fell asleep. I couldn't settle by myself when I closed my eyes. Homie face was all I see. It's so easy to say that you a G. Came back, what up, boy? Man, oh man, come on, man. Take it, baby. It's so easy to say that you a G. It probably would've drove you crazy. Nigga wouldn't have survived the day in it, baby. Yeah, baby. Where the Regal at?
I'm still working on it right now.
Alright, I'm waiting on you.
Alright.
It's so easy to say that you a G. It's so easy to say that you a G. But if you the same habit shit I seen, bet it would've drove you crazy. Bet you niggas couldn't take it, baby. It's so easy to say that you a G. Yeah. On a mission and I'm fishing for my nigga Ski Beast. Fuck us and my nigga, all we did was live.
focused, steady, and unbroken. I was resting on the low end. My prerequisite to going in. I cheat recklessly with no end. I went heavy on the dosage. Try and comprehend me like my bro did. I reap everything I sowed in. It seemed effortless with no stitch. As we steppers, bitch, you know this. Cream preps in a cold wind. Seen Skeppy out in Shoreditch. He said to telly for the hoes, keep them heifers off your doorstep. Geese feathers under foreheads. Tip repeated with the reaper, got to know death. It wasn't easy, but we grown men. I really mean it like the song said. I gotta beat them like the locks, got my demons on the wall press. 4 arms and feet on necks. I'm seeing green like I bought Tris. They in the red like forceps. We beat them like a cheesy joke, even when the freaking horse dead. Quiet on set.
Getting ready at the hotel before the show. I was running around the lobby with the freaks and hoes. That renegade bitch, no friend of mine. Caught her little ass trying to steal my iPod. Went to the block, I mean the two. At HQ with the homies, so you know how we do. Getting money over here like we supposed to. Keep playing with your life if you want to. And that bitch with no job tryna have my baby. You crazy, I let the devil get me before you play me. Can't fade me, niggas can't fade me. Banging just some shit that's from the 80s. Keep a bitch down is all I know. I'm a whole new wig and 2 brand new phones. I'm tryna get 20 out of 10 toes. I'm in the field every day like commando. Keep a bitch down, that's all I know. That's all I know. Running around the lobby with the freaks of hoes. With the freaks of hoes. Got a new bitch and 2 brand new phones. 2 brand new phones. Keep a bitch down, that's all I know. That's all I know. As a child, I was wild in the turf, but still I had money cause I was getting off work. Check up on my name, yeah, they call me Pete Work. When I was 16, yeah, I see my first bird. Run up on me and watch a nigga get murked. Turn his white tee into a flame red shirt. Slide down the P joint, holla at Earl. Posted in the villas while I'm sipping on perp. Back in 07, niggas was blowing up my chirp. If you need to know, I got it, just show me the paper first. And it was all good, but now these niggas act Mickey. Thinking that I'm on cause I be in a 550. Gotta watch your homies cause these niggas be tricky. But I be on my shit, never catch a piece slipping. And now I got bitches, my own mama think I'm pimpin'. But I ain't never trippin', long as money I be getting.
I gotta go every hoe want me to be. I be confused. Motherfucker tell her, don't make me hurt my hand again.
What up, Louis? Okay, yeah. Cash, say so.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. The day after I passed my number out, phone was banging. He only good to run the hood cause I okay, yeah. The house that I had down the street got it raided. The house that they had down the street, we didn't care. I blew 40 racks last week, should've saved. No, for real, shit played out smooth like I stayed. With a fully loaded luxury joint, I raced it. I was trying to get that money up, I chased it. Too much walk in this pocket, taste. Only thing we left on this block was shell case. Put a hole in your head for you to think through. Knew it's action over here because the screen loose. I ain't trying to solve the problem, bro, that's what machines do. do. Got the Gucci boots on and my queen suit. This the one for 2,300, not the cheap goose. You can scan the barcode if you need proof. Okay, you know I like to talk money, who I talk to. I ain't have a car starting off, I had to walk too. Now I treat a 21 like it's not new. Know the street niggas coming in cause I got through. Say you got the balls of the side, let me cop too. I don't need no drink right now cause I got juice. I'ma roll the backwood big, it's not loose. And if somebody tell you that I'm broke, it's not true. I finna pull up on the selling dog food. You know when everybody getting money, it be all cool. Okay, you can give me 6 racks for a walkthrough. Come hit the booth, drop 6 tracks before I got through. I'm burnt out on lemon cherry, what you got new? When I was out there on the I got high too. Fuck trying to drop one car, I'm trying to drop 2. Fuck trying to drop your homeboy, I'm trying to drop you. And you can't stop the rain. Can't stop the rain. When it starts to pour. Bitch. You can't stop the rain. Get on boy shit, nigga. When it starts to drop you. And you can't stop the rain. Can't stop the rain. When it starts to pour. Bitch. You can't stop the rain. Get on boy shit, nigga.
2021 color near T, what up, baby? If I put this tongue on your click, you gon' bust crazy. $1 million just ain't enough, I'm tryna touch 80. Grind it up from nothing every day, now we up, baby. Yeah, we on now. She say she an alcoholic, so I mix Waukesha with Patron now. I'm in my zone now. This ain't enough, I'm tryna touch 80. Grind it up from nothing. 2021 color near T, what up, baby? If I put this tongue on your click, you gon' bust crazy. $1 million just ain't enough, I'm tryna touch 80. Grind it up from nothing every day, now we up, baby. Yeah, we on now. She say she an alcoholic, so I mix Waukesha with Patron now. I'm in my zone now. Fantasize about fucking you since I was a kid, but I'm grown now. Damn, I need my weed card, but they deny. I elevated shit talking, I don't features price. $7,000 fit on with just a white tee. Said Toya talking crazy on this bitch, I think I like tea. And I drink the whole cup, nigga. Bro just gunned something down on camera like what the fuck, nigga. I started broke, but now I'm up chicken. This AR pistol came with a switch on it, you can't touch this.
Smoke it.
Vibrations. Good vibrations. Vibrations.
Black on fire, you know what it is. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. To make nothing out of something, you handle your bid. You don't be crying and suffering, you a paper chaser. You got your black on fire, you know what it is. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. To make nothing out of something, you handle your business. You don't be crying. Now check it, I ain't no coward on the realer. You understand? I'm a rapper, I'm still a real nigga. You understand? Fuck all that.
See what happened? Up a college kid.
See my nigga ODB running.
Couple Rolexes, couple Bentleys to make them understand. Cocaine that I shake out of my right hand. Ink turned into big bank, you understand? Smoke big, bigger plans, you understand? Real game, I'm not playing, you understand? Light a journey up knife, you understand? Made my point, they feel what I was saying. Dug it like a motherfucking shovel in the sand. Dig it like a book of sugar, bitch, you know you bad. You understand? Yeah. Black on fire, remaining G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. To make nothing out of something, you handle your business. You don't be crying and suffering, you a paper chaser. You got your black on fire. used to dream of.
Make a bitch say, like I'm Pete. I been seeing murder, I'm body with them peas. Niggas stutter like Silter Shocker, you see that peach. Treat the plug like the dealership, nigga, hand over them keys. Nigga old up, you better hand over that cheese. Before I drop a bag on you and the shit be out my reach. $1,000 t-shirt on up under the mink, all white AP. You can see it through my sleeve. Been off the porch, I'm the man in the trenches. Ask about me, nigga. I got my hands in some millions, all my bitches bad. Celine bags on they arm. YSL crocodile from getting beans out the firm. I ain't no IG with it, I'm in the field. I ain't never ran from no nigga and never will. Just got off the plane in Atlanta with 7 seals, nigga, I make deals. Want them houses on the hill. Mascot for this designer shit. Every time I drip, put a 10 in my wall safe. Every time I flip, plenty different hustles. Got my hands on all kind of shit. Never turned back the first time I paid my mama rent. Never fucked the plug over name 100. I'm like Candyman, the niggas say my name, I'm coming. When they see us in the club, niggas hide they woman. Street nigga fuck the same hoes as Andre Drummond. Bitch, I ball, I don't hoop. In the mall, me and Snoop. Fuck a nigga, whole bag up, go home and recoup. Titty bar ran out of singles, had to make a reboot. Go to war with this money, fuck you boys wanna do. 10th car this year, 3rd watch this month. Jackie Chan around this bitch, I do my own stunts. On my wintertime grind, I sit down 4 months. 3, 5, and 1 backwood when I roll blunt. They ain't fucking with me, not at all. Shit come easy, I don't try to ball. Get all in the bitch head like Tylenol. Real killers on my team, riding with me right or wrong. Better have that shit you rapping about before you write a song. Niggas wanna trick me out of my position. If you really trying to eat, I got a proposition. 30 racks on me, but I ain't finna cop a chicken. Ghetto boys, nigga, I don't see no competition. Can't do no dirt with these niggas, cause they're tattle. Who got the most cheese in this bitch? Let's have a battle. So many fucking snakes in the grass can hear 'em rattle. I said, fuck the new 550, I want a phantom. You need it, then we got it. Come get your hands on it. And it can take a 2, go put some extra grams on it. You better use your head before I put some bread on it. Niggas start some gangster shit and then they put the feds on you. That's crazy. You know what we do, nigga. Hey, Dave, the beat right out, nigga. What you need, got them bricks of girl and we got raw and bowls of weed. Who you shopping with if you ain't shopping with the kid? I ball my niggas, all we know is do it big. I been fresh since a kid. Asked about me in the streets, hit your ass in the wig. Asked about us when it's beef, whole hood in the feds. Only one still on the streets, so until I sit down, I'm a ball like the Heat. Walking Somerset, I spend 1,000 on my feet. Walk inside the club, spend 1,000 on the freak. Tease in the summer, in the winter, it's the mink. You already know how I do. Bitch, it's me, ain't no cap in my rap. Ain't no shame in my game, I got dirt in my soda. Got VS's in my chain, you ain't never seen a check for 50,000 in your name. I done bust down rollies, I done left them bitches plain. 10 on me now, why you think I'm popping shit? Racks on me in the booth, them bitches give me confidence. Bitch, niggas still hating, but they still ain't stopping shit. I'ma go do my time, come back home and drop a bent. Fuck the rap game, I can't say that shit enough. 30 in my pocket, you ain't made this in a month. Hit me if you shopping, I got flavors in the trunk. You can't buy the whole thing, I'll break them bitches up. 1,400 for the sweater, cause it's Gucci. Smell like Creed, make a hoe give me that coochie. Lights, camera, action, in the club making movies. When I speak on the blender, nigga, we ain't making smoothies.
Digital.
17 with my own trap. Talking to the hook, we don't condone that. Talk to Siri, I don't need a fucking road, man. She on her period, she almost fucked up the whole bag. And my watch, that's the whole thing. I'm talking Fetty Wap, not no cocaine.
Bought an A from Unc like I'm Rocaine. 2-liter pineapple, pour the whole thing. I can't fuck with these niggas again. I'm married now, I'm done fucking these bitches again. Check my account, I just made me a ticket again. I hit the baddest bitches out of Michigan and I ain't give them shit. You really got it out the mud, nigga, lift your wrist. Sippin' Walker all day, nah nigga stiff. I might buy a bitch a bag and she talk right. It's funny how the shirt all black, but it's off. Before we got the shit off rap, we got it off. Cutting up a half a brick, we gon' be in this bitch all night. Yeah, I'm the man, nigga face. The little shit you copping without spending on a bitch bracelet. I won't touch a bitch if she basic. I'm in a penthouse, now I came out the basement. I hit a brick with a hammer. Yeah, had to hit a brick with a hammer, it was harder than the fucking pavement. Bro stabbed me in the back, felt like it was Jason. Endured so much pain.
Crazy right here, you know we got us one.
Good, man. It's all he too, we don't even know.
Shit.
Still.
Okay. No license, world tour. Let's get it. I've been posing for the Hey, I've been posing for the camera, don't know if the feds watching. Serving third person, I told him my man's got him. Digi skills, baby bottoms, too much shit off too much shit. I tried to go legit, but I ain't done making sense. They know they can't flip like this game priceless. World tour with the no license. They say the town too hot, so I'ma ice it. You know the game, it costs a little extra on the night shit. I might just drop the price and step on niggas' toe. I'm living trifling. I got residue all on my clothes. It gets shiesty. Them boys will try to cook you for your code. Mafia. I don't turn no business round the hole. I've been posing for the camera, don't know if the feds watching. Serving third person, I told him my man's got him. I've been posing for the okay. No license, world tour. Let's get it. I've been posing for the camera, don't know if the feds watching. I've been posing for the Hey, I've been posing for the camera, don't know if the feds watching. Serving third person, I told him my man's got him. Digi skills, baby bottoms, too much shit off too much shit. I tried to go legit, but I ain't done making sense. They know they can't flip like this game priceless. World tour with the no license. They say the town too hot, so I'ma ice it. You know the game, it costs a little extra on the night shit. I might just drop the price and step on niggas' toe. I'm living trifling. I got residue all on my clothes. It gets shiesty. Them boys will try to cook you for your code. Mafia. I don't turn no business round the hole. I've been posing for the camera, don't know if the feds watching. Serving third person, I told him my man's got him. Digi skills, baby bottoms, too much shit off too much shit. I tried to go legit, but I ain't done making sales. Feel like you keep calling, cuss those rolls.
Blood dot too hot, bitch.
For you, oh baby, because I know what's going on. I know that money rule the world, so I'm gon' get it. One time for my dealers, two times for them spinners. Put some cheese aside for all my two-timing bitches. They gon' let me whip the work, cause I can't do no wrong with it. Why you still serve niggas shit? I don't even know. Addicted to the road, plus I can turn a half to a hoe. 50 style in my carry-on. I don't deal with petty hoes. Call me when you ready, flashbacks, you know I'm paranoid. I know if it's too green, get in and get out. I know niggas make a killing out the fiend house. I don't say what I say, boy, I did this shit myself.
Living in the underworld.
Who'da ever thought I'd be looking at it? Nigga coming grand. All this paper that's about, I feel like Young Thug. No clientele for them bricks, still can get them up. But who'da ever thought I'd be looking at it? I know anything I got, my people come and grab it. I pull up to the house on Park Road and grass it. I forgot I had a dog sell on Cherry Line. This nigga tryna talk in codes, I'm like, the fuck you want? He say, Los, you still be hooping, no, the fuck I don't.
I told them keep it cool, keep it player, huh? Some niggas only saw in the layup line. Some niggas duck and dodge when it's pay up time. Some niggas throw you out, son, pay you faster. My man won a picture, shot his ass a basket. Yeah. Who ever thought I'd be looking at it? Anything I got, my people come and grab it. Anything I got, my people come and grab it. Come and grab it, nigga. That basket will go a long way, nigga. Who'da ever thought I'd be looking at it? Nigga. Anything I got, my people come and grab it. I know anything I got, my people come and get it. It's at a sale for now, no word of Marion Clemens. He know I hit it with some soda, look how he looking at it. 4,500, I bet he still grab it. Hell yeah, this my type of shit, raw as hell. Bitch, ask me what I do, I say I buy and sell.
Knowledge had the whole area clicking. Things was online all day and night, like clockwork.
Niggas know my shit real, these niggas' words ain't about shit. I was dodging murder cases before I ever touched that pit. I put it in your face, you.
Used to pray the nigga front me every time I come and cop. This ain't no turnaround, we setting up shop. If it's worth it, then I'm with it, I got half on the block. Niggas purping on that paper, I got 4 different rocks. I hold it down. Yeah, hey, daydreaming about a ticket, thumbing through $1. I don't want niggas around me. I got girl in the water trying to drown me. Long way from the mountains, but I'm close to the top. Used to pray the nigga from me every time I come and cop. This ain't no turnaround, we setting up shop. If it's worth it, then I'm with it, I got half on the block. Niggas purping on that paper, I got 4 different rocks. I hold it down for the hustlers, what the fuck you know about it? Nigga, that money come, that money go, nigga don't panic. That road get slow, it turn a boy to a man. Them VS stones will turn your hoe into a fan. He ain't used to having, he get paper, throw it on the gram. You can ask the dope fiends in my hood, I'm the man. Rap wasn't in the plans, I was bumping up the 10. Burnt out my van, took my talents on the road. I can't do wrong, if I touch it, it turn gold. By the ticket, thumbing through $1, I don't want niggas round me. I got girl in the water, trying to drown me. Long way from the mountains, but I'm close to the top. Used to pray the nigga from me every time I come and cop. Now I'm Rodale shopping, Chris popping, playing it cool, busting sales in hotel lobbies. Hell if the feds I feel like niggas can't fuck with me. They pulling gimmicks, I touch down in the trenches and motivate them to get busy. They say the biggest bag make the rules, so I've been stacking up. They dreaming about a ticket like that really. Yeah, okay, that's cool right there. Dope man. Yeah, don't get high, yo. Let's get it. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, right back to ballin' once we get done with this hookup. We'll be right back to ballin' once I get. Levels to this shit, man. Niggas gotta know that shit, man. You laying down, you know what I'm saying? Crime mode, nigga. Yeah, right back to ballin' once we get done with this hookup. We'll be right back to ballin' once I get done with this hookup. Levels to this shit, man. Niggas gotta know that shit, man. You laying down, you know what I'm saying? Crime mode, nigga. Hard. You laying down, you know what I'm saying? Crime mode, nigga. Hard to stop when I get in that
mode. Niggas run off with my flow, I'm like, that's cool, I was the first one with it. Last month I blew 100, could've bought me a Richie. I got booked for 5 shows, 2 of them was rap. I'm talking about Daisy Lane records, but my shit in the trap. Nigga mama's trying to fuck, so I sent him to trap. Sitting on 300,000 while you sit on your ass. Plus money in the street. Niggas playing foul, ain't playing fair. Niggas playing for keeps. I go bump into my dog twice a week. Now which one of y'all got a back end for me? Like 20 joints and one time, I'll get the vacuum for me. Nigga, this my shit. Don't fuck with my group. I'll be up at 6 in the morning like I'm going to school. I'll be up at 6 in the morning. Hell yeah, nigga on it. Way before you heard me rap, I was in Southwest performing. I was in Southwest performing, nigga. Hey. Way before you heard me rap, I was in Southwest performing. And I was at the doctor office, put my whole name on the fuck you know about Kareem. Little bitch ass niggas, $30 for, and it owed me a killer. I gave you little niggas hope, don't say that I didn't. Daisy Lane and Wavy Gang, all the plays with my niggas. I'll tell you a little something about me. What you gonna tell them? What you gonna tell them, bro? I'll tell you a little something about me. I ain't gonna tell these niggas nothing about me. Tell these niggas shit. Right now, a nigga booked up, gonna be hard to get with him. This got a dime for a verse, 200 pink 50s. First crackhead I see, I'm putting 100 on him. Go spin that with the dope, man, bitch, you know how I'm coming. Knows how you coming, call me Kareem. I done made it out all type of shit. Hood nigga, 300,000, ain't got no license yet. Niggas already know. Run off with my flow, I'm like, that's cool, I was the first one with it. This shit my favorite fan. Woo! I promise we ain't gonna take no sale.
Pussy ass nigga. Nigga, what's a pussy ass? Pussy ass niggas ain't got no love.
Life a gamble, ain't no bet back, hitting that dope, I damn near fainted. Outside and sell it smack. Give a fuck if it start raining. Yeah, get like that. Heard you was rolling. Where's children at?
Your business, nigga.
Pussy ass niggas, gone and move on.
Real talk,
Make some kids selling dope. All the schools on.
Real talk, nigga.
Prices up and down, but you ain't working. You run up in them small towns, just watch who you serve. Cuz check the curtains. On Tuesdays, I'm nervous. Bitch playing games. Don't wanna put it in. Don't make me put it on. My white boy be growing. I trade him dope for weed. Those pieces cut on me, but he ain't say a thing. They starting to creep on him. They got some legs on it. They say the feds coming. I heard he ran off. Well, niggas keep running.
Keep that shit, nigga. Pussy ass niggas ain't got no love for
It's a good day, ho, so I'm getting dressed early. If I was Kylie Watson, I would've killed Birdie. Dope jump above the rim, it's like a good movie. He wanted half in 2 bags, I gave him 2 cuties. Man, this bitch is full of shit, I see right through it. 500 to leave me alone, I give it right to her.
Mamas wanna fuck, yeah, they like my music. I had that whole poppin' perk, she easily influenced. I don't know what you used to, but baby, this ain't that. I fought the dirty white boy and made him roll the stack. They say life a gamble, I get it how I live. I live where I get it. I'm rolling out the
Damn, where the fuck is Simba? Coach put me in the game, I'm #1 contender. Damn, Spark, you shot this?
That's the type of niggas make me focus on the sad. Niggas like bitch, then she focus on the pad. Club chasing bitch, still focus.
But you niggas that's buying lines of Quaking, never drunk act, bro. You can't pour a line of Quaking, gang. Like, just go get some green. Or save your money and go buy you an ounce of weed and flip it. Never buy no 1 of Quaking and pour it in any size pot.
My nigga ain't had no money, we had to split perk down the middle. 50-50. I told him I was on site when I sent him no excuses, but he had his kids with him. Can't do it. Free Junior Fox, he hard-headed, can't tell him shit, he still with a dildo. He slow. You can't jump in my car, ain't friendly unless you tell me to whip out pickle. Put in your mouth. My nigga convicted felon, can't get caught with seals. A thing, he read it, but he tryna prove himself to community. He a real one. He fake. You bitch ass nigga forgot about me, it's my time now, I'm the dealer. Right now, I wonder if fuck none out you niggas, yo hold her like an armadillo. She ain't nothing. She put on her kids, she ain't fucking, but she was lying. She cap, she never gonna forget how I took her through that. She tatted my dick on her spine. No doubt. In 2 years, y'all together in a relationship, she had me on her mind. Ain't no telling what I'm coming out next. I'm a nigga that you can't define. No doubt. Little brother no sleep, got shot in the eye, tryna be nose, caught in the applying. Facts.
But I ain't gonna lie, this shit hit hard. I ain't about this watch the time. 400 blues in my right pocket, nigga, I can't drop it down. Nigga, I can't drop a line. I gotta drink half a seal. I ain't gonna lie, this shit hit hard when I crack a pill. You can't speak on shit I say, you ain't never had a M. You ain't never had.
Ain't no love in this shit, nigga, I'm rolling with the punches. My auntie 10 years clean and I swear I'm proud of it. Man, cuz got the beam, he gon' shoot the crowd. You heard a nigga from the wood, yeah, this shit get wild. Nigga, this shit is what we used to. We came up off them youth. He got prescribed for the pills, but the nigga still abused. 54, I'ma look at you like it's squad. Turn up 1, 2, or 3, and I won't show up how I dog. We don't know niggas around, that shit make me nervous. They said you made him OD, I did that shit on purpose. This old lady had a Narcan in her purse. Don't give a fuck, cause I serve the bitches third person. They say that nigga talk dope like that's all he know. Know that Ray-Ban just keep a nigga on his toes. I serve weed, I serve cane, and I sell blow. Out my crib, out the trailer, at the corner stop. I let a bitch watch my junkie shoot up, so she know it's real. 2 weeks later, had the same hoe stuck in pill. She ain't work for free, bitch, just want a person here. I call 2 G's when I wanna work the sales. Nigga, none of that hoe shit don't ride with, don't ride with, shit don't ride with. None of that hoe shit don't ride with, don't ride with. Shit, nigga, yeah, nigga, ain't got no none of that hoe shit don't ride with me. None of that hoe shit don't ride with me. All this water down shit, you gon' die about it. Nigga, you gon' die about it. Huh? None of that hoe shit don't ride with me. Ain't no love for no pussy niggas, but Lowe's told you that. Too much cut on it. Who sold you that? Everybody talking dope. Where you rolling at? Keep blowing up my phone looking for the old batch. Nigga tell you anything, I don't believe it. I done seen 2 junkies share the same needle. 2 months down the way and make you a believer. You ever served 100 hunkies and they never even saw a bunch of dope in the room. Fuck around and catch a contact. Overdose rate going up and I'm behind that. Playing with my shit and we gon' shoot right when your blinds turned up to it. But never mind that, nigga.
Call me 50, stay shawty. Playing niggas like they dumb. I barely talk if ain't about paper. I've been that way since I've been young. I like free C murder. Just threw a kite across the fence. Fat Joe got caught with a church. I ain't seen his ass since. Just trying to make sure that I make up for all this paper that I spend. Count some paper when I wake up, go to sleep, do that again. Put up some profit to my mama in case I gotta buy a block. I been buying all the guns, we'll come see what niggas buy. Nigga, yeah, front door son, reach out if I bring it. Treat it like my second home, been buying cribs in Cleveland. Nigga, yeah.
Laughing at you niggas, dog.
Pussy ass niggas ain't got no love for me. Nigga, yeah, front door son, reach out if I bring it. Treat it like my second home, been buying cribs in Cleveland. Nigga, yeah. Pussy ass niggas ain't got no love. Give a motherfucker what you heard. I did 200 in the pit, 12 of them for 20K. Like chill, nigga, yeah. Nigga, I'm a dope flipping, hoe switching, cold nigga. If you a broke nigga, ain't got time to laugh and joke with you. And every time I drop a tape, that shit go straight to my account. Now I'm on volume 2, they ain't no volume 1 was out. Nigga, yeah, front door son, reach out if I bring it. Treat it like my second home, been buying cribs in Cleveland. Nigga, yeah. Pussy ass niggas ain't got no love for it. Nigga, yeah. Front door son, 3,000 if I bring it. Treat it like my second home, been buying cribs in Cleveland. Nigga, yeah. Pussy ass niggas ain't got no love for them, yeah. This shit hard, man. This shit hard. Type of shit make a nigga stop everything he doing. Just like, go vibe out. Let's rock out. Can't lie when it comes to this shit. I'm one of the hardest. Real trap nigga turn to artist. I done seen rap niggas starving. I don't come off the bench in 4 years starving. Life like Coach Carter. I'm Samuel. Gotta coach these niggas. Bitch having flashbacks. She be daydreaming about when Los was in. Really 48. I ain't a local nigga. Can't take you out, but I can smoke one with you. Bitch bad, you know I'm that nigga. When I'm down the way, I can't take no pictures. When I'm up the way, I'm getting bags. So still in the way, I can't believe that shit. Turn a nigga whole block into Daisy Lane. What street this is? Can't lie when it comes to this shit. I'm one of the hardest. Real trap nigga turn to artist. Girl jump like Candace Parker. Had to drive farther. I don't know what I'm about to charge. Life like a dice game. You might lose it all if you don't focus, nigga. Love's how you get rich. That's you stand away from all the brokest niggas. I don't shake niggas' hands. I don't show love. If it ain't about paper, I don't show up. Plug send me a text like keep in touch. Niggas having a hard time keeping up. Plug send me a text like keep in touch. Hey, plug send me a text like keep in touch. When the thumb through a chase, been a week with us. Shit, I'm having a hard time keeping up with myself. These niggas be weak as fuck. I'm the type of nigga get rich quick. Yeah, you know I did it. Knows how you get rich. Going out west, paying $5.50. Can't lie when it comes to this shit. I'm one of the hardest. My niggas gon' cop regardless. Ain't paper, I don't feel like talking. Real dog, switch station, I do that often. My side get rich. Sleep in the park, my nigga, that's your decision. Bitch having flashbacks, she be daydreaming about when Los was in it. I don't shake niggas' hands, I don't show love. Turn a nigga to a pack, get rolled up. Coke cost me a stack, I'm fresh as fuck. We slide through the hood like the Dexter Bucks. 448s, 215s, 556s with us. Nigga throwing salt on a real nigga, probably cause his bitch was with us. Know a nigga switch states, shit slow up. Wanna be like Los when they grow up. Chase money, not hoes, better focus up. Little
I know AI has been a central topic of my channel these last few days and weeks, but it's really important to highlight just what a domino effect and ripple effect AI is having on this hobby that we love so much. And it is now having an impact on the Steam machine, the upcoming hardware from Valve that is basically meant to be like a consoleized version of a PC that is more accessible to the masses and something that is just really intuitive, where you don't have to deal with like Windows and all of the friction that that causes with gaming. And it's something that a lot of people are looking forward to. But with artificial intelligence kind of hoarding so many of the PC components that make these kinds of new hardware possible, it's putting companies like Valve and hardware manufacturers in a difficult position. Now, we've been wondering for a while whether we're going to get an update on the Steam machine. After all, it was advertised to be launching sometime in early 2026, and we've heard nothing since, and that likely has in large part to do with Valve having to consider what the price of the Steam machine and its other upcoming hardware, like the Steam controller and the Steam Frame VR headset, will sit at based on what the market is looking like for, computing components that are being hoarded up by AI companies and therefore causing massive inflation and a lot of shortage. Well, we finally got an update on February 4th, 2026 via the following blog post titled Steam Hardware, Launch Timing, and Other FAQs. I wish I could tell you the news was good, but what we're basically seeing in this blog post is that while there has been no official release date for the Steam machine, internally they likely had some plans that have since been shifted as a result of the memory shortage that has basically caused an internal delay, and they kind of confirm as much with the wording of this statement. Scrolling down, you'll find the following segment that reads, when will these be launching and how much will they cost? Well, here's what they had to say on that front. When we announced these products in November, we planned on being able to share specific pricing and launch dates by now. So if it wasn't for the DRAM shortage and inflation, Valve would have already settled on a price for the Steam machine and would have announced a launch date already. but they're just not able to do that because things are fluctuating so much. The statement continues, but the memory and storage shortages you've likely heard about across the industry have rapidly increased since then. The limited availability and growing prices of these critical components mean we must revisit our exact shipping schedule and pricing, especially around Steam Machine and Steam Frame. Their ultimate goal, though, is to ship all three products in the first half of the year, and that has not changed. But we have work to do to land on concrete pricing and launch dates that we can confidently announce, being mindful of how quickly the circumstances around both of those things can change. We'll keep you updated as much as we can as we finalize those plans as soon as possible. So basically, Valve is waiting for the computing components market to stabilize enough where they can confidently say that at this price point, we're going to be able to weather out the storm, and it'll be like at a price point where it makes sense for where the market's at for things like memory. The uncertainty surrounding the electronics market as a result of AI causing all of this has ultimately made Valve not know, like even at this stage, what the price will be. And the end result is that until that decision is settled, like such a pivotal decision for this business move, they cannot announce when this thing's going to release. They just have to wait until the market chills out enough where they can feel like somewhat confident in knowing the trajectory of the market, that they can price things in a way that makes sense for where the market's currently at. So I would say that with the Steam Machine, pricing's kind of been the big topic of conversation. So much of the Steam Machine's success is riding on its price. And, already Steam and Valve have said full on that they're not going to subsidize the Steam Machine. A lot of other console manufacturers like PlayStation and Nintendo and whatnot, they're able to sell their consoles at a cheaper price point because the main business is in adoption of that hardware so that they can sell software and they can, release exclusives that makes them all the money. But with the Steam Machine not being this like console, right, in a traditional sense that has exclusives and all these things, ultimately it's still a PC. For Steam and Valve, it didn't make sense to subsidize this. So it's going to be probably like a little higher price than traditional consoles. And it's probably going to try to be competitive with PCs that are similarly spec'd. But it's not going to be like this machine that's going to be priced to a level that you would see consoles fear. So already the general prediction was like $700 to $800 would be the price point of the Steam Machine before the RAM shortage and inflation happened. But now with RAM and storage, even like components like CPUs and whatnot going up in price, like, I don't know, I'm a little afraid to see what the price point is for this thing when Steam and Valve feel ready to announce it. I think anything past $800 and the Steam Machine becomes a lot less coveted for your average consumer. It'll become an enthusiast machine at $800. A lot of people are saying that this thing should be $500, and I agree that if this thing were $500, it would sell like hotcakes and would sell massively well, and it would be competitive with consoles. But for this to be a profitable venture for Valve, they have to sell the Steam Machine at a decent enough gain. They can't sell these things at a loss. And now with all these components getting more expensive and us not knowing yet whether Valve has a war chest of RAM and memory and storage and all these things that will allow them to weather this storm in the way that PlayStation has recently announced that they feel confident that they can hold out longer at the current price points without increasing prices too much due to the RAM inflation and all these things. Everything surrounding the pricing of the Steam Machine is up in the air. All I'll say is that it's more likely that the Steam Machine will be I want to say $800 to even $1,000, especially for the 2 terabyte version, rather than the desired $500 to $800 range. And one of the nice things about the Steam Machine was that it'd be upgradable. Specifically, the SSD and RAM would be upgradable and accessible for this device. But with the prices of these components now shooting up to a degree that is no longer affordable for the masses, this upgradability, it almost loses its value. And that's not Valve or Steam's fault. It's just the nature of the market that AI has put us into. And more specifically, this is the direct result of OpenAI's business maneuvers, namely the first domino that kickstarted all of this being when OpenAI made a deal with both SK Hynix and Samsung without telling Samsung or SK Hynix that OpenAI was making a deal with the other company of basically acquiring roughly 40% of the world's RAM, basically. A mass acquisition of RAM that caused a mass panic across other AI companies who also had to secure RAM before all of it would get gobbled up. And it just created this panic where, RAM was in such short supply because of how much OpenAI had gobbled up, that everyone felt the need to accrue as much RAM as possible to weather out the storm of the market being completely fucked by that one move by OpenAI that caused this chain of events that has now led to SSDs going up in price significantly, to RAM going up in price significantly. In fact, that was the first thing that was affected that then trickled into everything else. GPUs are now going up in price significantly. NVIDIA is now supporting OpenAI and putting all their efforts into focusing on providing chips for OpenAI, and the consumer side of things has fallen by the wayside, which is why they've just recently announced, I reported this in my last video, that NVIDIA is essentially cutting a lot of GPU production in 2026. And that means on the NVIDIA front, GPU prices are about to shoot up due to low supply and high demand. AMD is also making deals with OpenAI, and they are likely also to increase prices at some point. And AMD is the partner that Valve are going with for the Steam machine. So, that aspect of things is still fluctuating. So yeah, if you want to blame one company for all this going on with the Steam machine, where the price is uncertain, the launch date is uncertain, even at this stage of 2026, blame it all on OpenAI and the move that caused a ripple effect and a chain reaction. Now, another entity who spoke out recently was none other than the CEO of AMD, who was asked during an earnings call about the Steam machine and what prospects look like for it. And basically, Tom's Hardware reports here that commenting on the state of its business during the company's Q4 2025 earnings call on February 3rd, 2026, AMD CEO Dr. Lisa Su seemingly confirmed the release of Valve's new mini PC over the coming months, with a suggestion that the Steam machine is on track to begin shipping early this year, specifically saying that from a product standpoint, Valve is on track to begin shipping its AMD-powered Steam machine early this year. But that messaging contrasts Valve and Steam's messaging a little bit, because what they're saying is things are still uncertain, and they've committed to launching the Steam machine before the first half of 2026 is over, but not necessarily by early 2026. It all depends on the market and, whether it stabilizes or not, or whether it continues to fluctuate. If it continues to fluctuate, then Valve and Steam will be forced to continue tracking how things go on that front before they sell on a price point. And when the Steam machine's price is finally announced and it's higher than you would have liked, just remember that it's likely a little more expensive due to Valve and Steam reacting to the market conditions caused by OpenAI. So if you don't like how the Steam machine ultimately ends up being priced, if it ends up being more expensive than you anticipated, some of that blame you can likely shift to OpenAI as the source, the originators of the current state of computing components and how fucked that market is. This is just such a highly anticipated device, and one that could very well disrupt a couple markets, but given the current market conditions, it just sucks to see this device with so much potential trapped in this space thanks to OpenAI. But at the very least, Valve did decide to communicate and assure people that they're still working on it, and updating people in how and why things are happening the way they are, why there's been a delay when it comes to announcing price and launch date, and assuring people that they're still thinking about things, keeping track of the situation, and contemplating how they're going to move forward. It's good to hear, but it still sucks that these are the circumstances that we have to deal with. It sucks to know that by now we would have gotten a price and a release date for the Steam machine, and it probably would have launched sooner had it not been for, the AI and specifically OpenAI's disruption. So if you want another reason to hate the way AI companies are operating right now and the way the technology is kind of being abused or, exploited or utilized in ways that are not beneficial more often than not, there's some beneficial uses that I've seen, but generally this AI race has been so fueled by greed. And those are the elements that are worth despising and worth calling out. And we're seeing its effects now on highly anticipated upcoming hardware like the Steam machine. And it'll affect other beloved aspects of consumer electronics as well in the not so distant future. So, just be prepared for that. But this is the latest on the Steam machine. There's just not a whole lot to say on the part of Valve, except to say that we're still not sure about how we're going to proceed, but they're still making a lot of considerations behind the scenes. But I'd love to hear, in the meantime, what your thoughts and opinions are on when you think the Steam machine will launch and how it'll be priced based on current market conditions for computer electronics, based on how SSDs and RAM and other computer components have shot up in price, and how tenable all of this is, and what you think Valve's move will ultimately be under these conditions to try to make Steam Machine as successful as possible and hopefully as financially accessible as possible. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again. Thank y'all so much for coming over. As I said in my last video, this video that I'm watching from the Impressive channel will be in the description, the full video. I just reacted to the Bruno Mars part. Now I'm here because this is the part where it says Beyonce and Rihanna pressured, I'm guessing pressure to end their feud. Now, y'all know in these recent days that a lot has been coming out dealing with these Epstein files, saying that, you know, Jay-Z's name is mentioned. Also, Rihanna's name was mentioned. I don't know. They were saying something about a video. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is, this video that they're talking about from Rihanna. It had her name on the call log and it said Rihanna video. I just don't know. I don't know. Waiting for more information on that. But, you know, I mentioned in that video about the history of Rihanna and Jay-Z, you know, how she signed to Def Jam and how those people flew out to Barbados and, you know, basically she was in a hotel room with the other girls and they only liked her and they were super young, underage, uh, performing in this hotel room for these guys. And it's a lot that goes on. The whole Chris Brown's Rihanna situation is rumored that something went on between Jay-Z and Rihanna. That's why Chris Brown was mad and they fought and argued. Uh, and, you know, I don't know if this is true, but at the same time, I always point back to why haven't Beyonce and Rihanna, why haven't they done any work together? All right. And my disclaimer again, I'm not here to try to convince you or to get you to believe what I'm watching. I'm just here to inform myself. The information is here. Do with what it, y'all know what I mean. It's here. You can watch it. You can decipher for yourself. All right. But we ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
There was this story that was posted by Radar Online that Rihanna and Beyonce are being pushed to have peace talks with each other. Now, it was said that Rihanna and Beyonce have been feuding silently for years.
Right.
Even though on the outside it looks like, okay, they're friendly or at least cordial, behind the scenes have been a different story. Now, they were pitted against each other in the industry, and I'm sure that may have fueled some of the tension between them and maybe ignited some competition between them even. And also, there were rumors that Beyonce's husband Jay-Z had an affair with Rihanna, but later,
again, this is what I said because this is what I heard. Don't know if it's true or not, but the rumors are out there. They're out there. They've been out there. You know, and I mean, Beyonce made a song about Jay-Z cheating and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be shocking at all. But that would explain, right?
on these rumors were debunked because it was said that Rihanna's ex-publicist Jonathan Hay planted this story to get buzz for Rihanna's career, but those rumors lingered around for a while. So I think that might have made things awkward between Rihanna and Beyonce.
Yeah.
But according to the Daily Mail, it said that Rihanna and Beyonce's tension stems from the fact that Rihanna is actually cool with the founder of Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee. Now, Jason Lee hinted that he had some major dirt on Beyonce and Jay-Z. And the fact that Rihanna is friends with Jason made Beyonce weary, allegedly.
And I've done a lot, and I'm not even going to say it here because if I did, this internet, Beyonce's good internet, would go crazy. I'm going to tell them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Beyonce doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't think Beyonce. And they're not going to share that with her.
Yvette knows. I got the.
Hold on. I'm just wondering what this could be. Because he said Beyonce knows. And now we just had Jay-Z's name mentioned in the Epstein files. I'm just wondering what the beep was there. I had to hear it too, so y'all had to hear it. I didn't know that beep was coming like that, but I'm just wondering what that could be. Or could that be about Jay-Z alleged son? Like, could that be that they were saying that Beyonce knows about it?
Receipts.
Well, no,
I still have the receipts. Yvette, no, I got the receipts. I got them. Now, if I get that message to Beyonce,
yes,
I can get it to I'm connected. I could get the message to Beyonce.
She needs to know. Stop.
We're not gonna even go there. I stopped a major thing for Beyonce.
Huh.
Didn't even get a thank you.
But now everybody's
why? Why is everybody calling me now for Jay-Z? Jay-Z, you're watching. I know you're watching because you got people calling me. Stop having people call me. You can call me yourself. You know how to get my number. You know you got people calling me.
So I think because Jason had some tea on the Carters, Beyonce became weary of that, and she also was side-eyeing Rihanna for being cool with Jason. This is what was alleged by Daily Mail, and it was also said that Beyonce and Rihanna had some undercover competition when it came to their beauty lines, like their hair care line. Rihanna also grew very frustrated with Jay-Z and Roc Nation.
It's crazy. Like this shot right here, both of them with the blonde hair. Yeah. Let's see, because it says pressure to end feud. So see what else they talk about.
Undercover competition when it came to their beauty lines, like their hair care line. Rihanna also grew very frustrated with Jay-Z and Roc Nation after her album Anti was leaked early on Tidal, and her first week numbers were sabotaged. Not only that, her album Anti was completely snubbed at the Grammys. Like, it did not win one award. And so I think this is the real reason why Rihanna hasn't dropped an album in 10 years. She hasn't forgotten how her rollout was almost ruined. And I kind of think this is why she's not willing to give Jay-Z and Roc Nation another album because of it, okay? But Rihanna still knows how to be cordial and play it cool with Jay. I mean, she did agree to do the Super Bowl halftime show when he requested it. But I think they were hoping Rihanna would drop an album, but she didn't. Instead, she just announced her pregnancy. I feel like she's been getting pregnant to avoid dropping music. But her boyfriend, A$AP Rocky, is signed to Roc Nation, and he has been releasing music. So Rihanna's like, well, since my man is doing it, I don't have to. But I still think they want Rihanna to release music. Now, Radar Online said that recently, A$AP Rocky and Jay-Z have been trying to get Rihanna and Beyonce to make up. Now, I do wonder why they are pushing for it. Now, according to Radar Online, They said Jay and Rocky are very close friends and are missing their bromance terribly. So it really sucks for them that their wives don't mesh anymore. RadarOnline.com can reveal. So they've decided they're going to force some peace talks. Now,
And like this has to be true, because if it wasn't, uh, I feel like Rihanna or Beyonce would come out and be like, "I have no issues," or "We have no issues," you know. But I'm just trying to think, if they were to end their feud, is it going to really be authentic, you know? And especially now, though, with the whole Epstein thing, because they said allegedly that Rihanna unfollowed Jay-Z, and then you had Beyonce mama unfollow Jay-Z. So if it was going to happen, I don't think it's going to happen now. Um, and then we already know the whole story about what's been alleged about Rock Nation. So yeah, man, it's I'm telling y'all, some stuff is going down. It's starting to happen, and a lot of these people, like I said in the other video, they're probably looking like, yo, I thought we were good. I thought this stuff was never going to come out. And here we are.
do I believe this is true? I don't know. I mean, it is possible that they might be pushing for Rihanna and Beyonce to make up to get her to turn away from Jason Lee. Okay, that could be a possibility. Also, it's possible that they might be trying to get them to collaborate. I think Jay-Z would love it if Rihanna collaborated with Beyonce for her album Act 3, because that would break the internet. Beyonce and Rihanna have never done a collaboration together, and Act 3 is supposed to be like a rock leaning album. And since both Rihanna and Beyonce have dabbled into rock, I think it would be cool if they did do a collaboration together for Beyonce's album. Now, I don't see it happening, but it would be cool. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that, and we shall see if they do make amends. But anyway, tell what you all think about this video down below. Please like.
Again, the full video is in the description. I don't see it happening, especially like I said, if it's true that Rihanna unfollowed Jay-Z. She's probably trying to separate herself. Um, you know, Rihanna was extremely young when she came on the scene, and when they signed her. So I don't know. It is kind of looking like she might be a little bit done with the music. It ain't like she gotta make music anymore. Isn't she? Is she a billionaire or close to it as well? I don't know, but yeah, man. It's a lot of stuff happening, man. I will say though, if they were to do something together, go ahead and add that to the craziness of 2026. Appreciate y'all coming over and watching, man. Oh, well, hold on. Let me look at some of the comments. Someone said, well, this is because remember there's a lot of topics in this video, but someone said, don't y'all think it's creepy that grown man was mad at another man for not attending his party? That was the Clive Davis Bruno Mars situation. Someone said, I just feel like y'all be making ish up when it comes to Beyonce and Rihanna. I don't think so. I don't, because especially like the fact, like the number one thing you got to look at here is they haven't did a song together. You got Jay-Z, the husband of Beyonce, right? And his artist is on Def Jam. And these are the two biggest artists, have been for a while, and they never done nothing together. Is insane. Insane. I mean, look at all the women who like
Maybe, just maybe, things will start, getting to normal. Now, look, a few days ago, I had a valid crash out over the fact that a bunch of gaming stocks were going down. A lot of these tech bros were thinking Genie 3 was going to change gaming when all it's doing is making walking simulators on video on assets that has been trained on. Anyways, Nvidia just apparently today, according to the guys over the information, said that, yeah, it seems as though because of memory shortage issues, and they were going to prioritize, AI focused chip production. Yeah, that RTX 60 series line, that might just be delayed, ladies and gentlemen. And we actually might be producing these things at the end of 2027. Man, if it wasn't for the YouTube terms of services, I'd just get up on the screen, bend over, spread my ass cheeks, and just let just let the big tech companies have it at this point. Now, it's interesting because in the last few weeks, we kind of talked about an interesting conspiracy theory where it feels like a lot of the computers that we're going to be using is probably going to head towards the cloud, for instance. And I really feel like for a lot of these tech companies like Nvidia, really anybody, I think it's really in their benefit financially that, hey, instead of this guy owning access to a computer, just rent the fucking thing from the cloud. Just store everything in the cloud. I'm actually kind of fearful that I think in 10 years it's going to be kind of normal for a lot of people to just be renting their computer online, right? A lot of people don't even really need to mess with the computer. A lot of people just get their stuff done on a cell phone, on a tablet. And you know what? When you look at that market, at least the Apple side of it is so heavily locked down in North America that you can't even install an application without going through a whole bunch of extra steps if you're going outside of things like the App Store, okay? Now, when it comes to computers being owned in the cloud, I really feel like we'll get to a point where you can only run the approved apps list. You can only really do what the companies allow you to do. Now, look, this isn't just a conspiracy that I'm having out of nowhere. I feel like this is the trajectory things are headed, and it doesn't really have to be that way. In the last few months, my content, I've sort of been focusing on open source stuff, self-hosting shit all the time. Now, while Nvidia doesn't seem to give a shit about the gamer, obviously, why would they? They're making a whole lot of money selling their shovels to all the AI bros in the world. And even when you're not a company like Nvidia, when you're just in the gaming space like PlayStation, you have to pretty much remind people that, boys, we are good for at least the holiday. And you know why the holidays are important, right? Because Grand Theft Auto 6 is dropping. I'm pretty sure Sony would not want it to have PlayStation's not available, especially when the hottest game of the generation basically is dropping, right? So, this is the scraps that everyone is sort of fighting for at the moment. Now, the interesting thing about the internet being in the cloud is obviously it is problematic for a lot of reasons. About a week ago, we literally talked about how Microsoft sold you guys out by basically giving the Federal Bureau of Investigation keys to access encrypted data on their online platform, right? On BitBlocker, which is not okay. All right. Nobody should be allowed to peek through your shit. All right. Whatsoever. You should be allowed to host your content. You should be allowed to own what you have and not have Big Brother look through whenever they want. And honestly, when it comes to a lot of these companies, storing your stuff on their servers always means that if it comes to your photos, videos, your actual personal shit, don't think for a second that these big companies aren't training their big ass proprietary models on your shit without giving you a chunk of the pie and also charging you to use it at the end. We live in a world where our shit gets stolen on a near daily basis just to be sold back to us, okay? That's the psychotic nature of today's day and age. Now, interestingly enough, obviously, I've switched, I've sort of talked about a lot of this content, but I haven't really discussed the sort of open source, the sort of self-hosted side that a lot of these companies don't want to tell you. Now, one of my big issues with things like artificial intelligence is what we call rate limits. So obviously, if you ever use things like ChatGPT, if you ever use things like Claude, if you ever use things like Google Gemini, you probably realize that after, using it for so much, it'll eventually tell you, hey man, you gotta wait till tomorrow. So not only are they gatekeeping this technology, but they're limiting people's access to it. And of course, the reason for that is it's fucking expensive. One ChatGPT request costs several actual Google search requests, okay? And it only gets more expensive. The more and more intricate these AI tools get, the more and more insane these prompts become. And the more insane a prompt becomes, the more power it takes to actually run it. That's just basic understanding of how this shit works. Now, about last year, I talked about something called DeepSeek, if you guys don't remember it. Remember when like that dropped into the market, this little AI tool from China, and all of a sudden Nvidia stocks kind of crashed a little bit? All of a sudden, the Chinese were out there building an actual artificial intelligence that anybody could like grab access to and use. Now, the thing is, what's really interesting about this technology is that while DeepSeek looked like it basically disappeared into the ether, surprisingly, it's used in a lot of actual applications, at least mostly in Asia and a lot of those countries in that area. So yeah, if it's not the Americans, it's the Chinese also making AI. Now, the interesting part about this is a lot of these Chinese companies, and there are American companies as well, like Meta, God forbid, are actually making open source models. And I'm kind of wondering why these companies don't actually want to talk about them. So I did a little bit of a deep dive in today's video, and interestingly enough, I'm going to show you guys how to get this stuff going. So for instance, if you are somebody that wants to completely own your shit without giving up to these big companies and letting them fist you in the ass, you can get your ass an actual operating system that is respectful. No need to pay insane licensing fees, no need to have watermarks on the side of your screen, no need to have any form of unneeded bloatware that you have to constantly surgically remove. CachyOS is what I've been using for quite a while now. And it's one of the fastest Linux distributions that I've been gaming underneath, playing my stuff underneath, probably the snappiest distribution you can absolutely get. And combining this with the tool known as LM Studio, and I've talked about things like Olama in the past, but dude, this LM Studio shit is so insane. You can actually download it pretty much for everything, whether it be for Linux, whether it be for Windows, whether it be for Mac. So I ended up actually downloading it, and surprisingly, it is so well supported. Actually, I talked about this probably a year ago, but things have changed so much in the span of like 1 year in this technology space that you can download some of the bestest, most banger open source models out there. Now, to walk you guys through how insane some of this stuff is, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of how easy it is to actually get local stuff running on your system. Now, provided you have an NVIDIA GPU, and I think maybe AMD stuff works fine in Intel, so to speak, you can basically go and download a whole bunch of models. So for here, I actually have a coder model that I just downloaded, and the size of these can depend on how many parameters models have. So this 80 billion parameter model runs in a 4-bit quantized format, which is usually designed because you can't load in an entire $80 billion or 80 billion parameter model in your system. So here you can see that this is alone just 44 gigabytes in size. Now, the smaller the parameters go, for instance, the smaller the size becomes. And typically the quicker they go, the faster they run, and the less RAM they require. Now, I think for most people who have gaming systems out there, if you have a decent GPU with a fair bit of VRAM, you might be able to get away with these 8 billion parameter models. Now, the interesting thing about these models that I really appreciate is how powerful they become when you expose things like the internet. Now, for instance, I use something known as seerxng. Now, in these Docker containers, you can see that I actually have this completely running, seerxng. Now, to access this, I basically bring up a web browser that is running localhost. It's running on my actual system, and I can look for things like Quen Coder, for instance. I can hit enter and it'll actually do a search on the internet through various browsers. It'll actually give me search results without all the ads and the bullshit, literally within seconds. So if you want a search engine that is actually private and respectable, look up something known as seerxng. I'm actually just going to put that together in the big Google video so you can wait for that. But once I actually had that enabled, what I could do with the system was actually feed it the MCPs, which allows it to interact with what is known as seerxng. So here it actually has an MCP, and what that allows it to do is basically I can go into the model, as long as it's enabled, I can say, look online for NVIDIA canceling orders, or not canceling orders, NVIDIA stopping production for gaming GPUs. Now, this is a search, and a lot of like AIs will make you do a search engine, and or a lot of AIs will allow you to search for things on the internet. But these are typically AIs that are rate limited, right? Like after a while, you can't keep using them. Now here I'm going to feed it a quick model over here, and it'll actually do the search for me. So I'll spin up this coder model, for instance, just really quickly. And the smaller models work really well too, but again, this is something that requires tool calling. So here, once the model is loaded in, I just hit the send button. It'll actually communicate with the model. It'll do a web search on the internet. It'll actually then read what it's found, and then it'll give you the actual answers, and it'll even give you citations. So ultimately, I was able to do this all without I was able to do this stuff literally, I'm not even joking, without requiring the internet. Now, of course, obviously it's an AI, so it can hallucinate. So obviously make sure you check these results. But again, it's also linked these situations, right? It's also linked all of these articles so you can read them for yourself too. But the point is, all of this happened locally. Everything was privately done. I didn't have to send my information off to a far end server and let it do its magic. Now, of course, obviously, you can connect these things to coder models, and you can actually have very cheap in comparison to these big models and actually do some pretty powerful coding locally. And again, these are all possible literally with your own hardware, provided you have something strong. This was running on my laptop, but obviously, you know, this is a MacBook Pro. It's fairly expensive. But if you even have a consumer level GPU, you can do web searches, basic AI stuff, all privately, by the way. Hell, you can even use a lot of the self-hosting stuff has gotten so good. I just wish more people knew about it. And I guess that's why I'm making this video, so I can teach people about it. But to give you an idea, I can feed it this Windows like wallpaper. I can be like, describe this image. And you can see right over here, it actually tells you it's a breathtaking panoramic photograph taken at dusk, capturing a sprawling city nestled at the foot of a large, imposing mountain. Again, it's interesting that people go out of their way to feed all of their information into like ChatGPT when this model loads onto my system and doesn't actually send my information off to servers around there. Guys, I don't know if anybody's told you, but setting up local artificial intelligence is like the easiest shit imaginable. And considering that a lot of you guys watching me have gaming computers, you literally are sitting on hardware that actually supports this kind of stuff. Now, what's also interesting to me too is I decided to like take this to the nth degree. Now, I'm not here to make like a definitive super guide about this. I will definitely talk about this a little bit more in a Google video. Now, something that I find to be really awesome is combining the coding models and the internet. Again, all freely done, by the way. You don't need to pay anybody for this third-party access. This is all locally done. One thing that was really cool, especially if you're like a Linux user and you need to know how your system works and you're scared of it, sometimes it's actually kind of cool to use these local LLMs, and provided they have internet access, they can actually fix up a lot of things for you. They can actually help you out with some of the complicated aspects of Linux. So for instance, right here, you're seeing it search online and assess my, GPU pass-through script, which I used to pass through with VMs. I actually had issues before, but once I let these LLMs look and fix these things up and browse the internet for updated like scripts and like guides, it was able to do this for me. It was actually kind of interesting to see. Obviously, you could even use things like Gemini if you wanted to, but again, I think when you locally do it, it's way cooler. But here's what blew my fucking mind, okay? Now, with all these coding tools, right, a lot of them connect to the internet and scrape all the code online. Now, you gotta pay money for this. But using a local editor called Zed, I was able to combine that with these local coding models, give them access to the internet via CRX and G, and all of a sudden they were coding like masterminds. It was crazy shit. And this is one of the things that like kind of gave me like this little eureka, like lights in the like light bulb in the head moment. I feel like a lot of companies have realized that people have access to literal data centers. I mean, this was something that even Jeff Bezos talked about. And obviously, I think a lot of the world's billionaires and people that run these AI companies hate this kind of shit. Why should we allow the common poor plebeian to have access to these local technologies that are doing pretty much 80 to 85% of the efficiency all on their own hardware? You know, the thing about it is, a lot of these companies just enjoy the fact that we give up our access, we give up our actual data, when in reality, I'm always just baffled that nobody has talked about local artificial intelligence. I feel like in this vast space of the internet, I am like one of the very few people that is screaming into the void about running this stuff locally. Like, stop giving your information up willingly. Like, stop just giving away all of your stuff when you can actually run it locally. Now, I know before somebody goes, but Muda, what if that Chinese model is sending your information back home? Dog, I can unplug this computer, run this model, and it will perform all of the tasks that I've given. Hell, you can monitor your computer's network yourself and see whether these models are sending your information off covertly to the CCP, which they are not. Okay, and if you don't trust the fucking Chinese models, fine. There's plenty of American models that'll steal your information for you. The point is, a lot of these exist, and they're able to do like what, 99% of the tasks, even the complex shit, without you giving away your stuff. And I feel like that's really where we're getting into, right? A lot of these AI companies I can't get into because you have to give up your information, and they also limit you pretty severely. Like, if you actually do your diligence and like calculate how much money you'd spend if you paid per usage, those bills rack up crazy. I literally talked about something known as like OpenClaws. Like, I talked about ClaudeBot, and I showed you literally just that tool alone could rack up an insane bill if you didn't know what the hell you were doing. And all of a sudden, we're sitting here with actual usable hardware, and we're not even using it ourselves. I feel like for companies like NVIDIA and a lot of these organizations, taking this away from the average person, let alone the gamer, is sort of the actual like thing to have. A lot of these companies don't really talk about these local systems. They don't really teach people how to use this stuff unless it's like a super niche thing. If a lot of these companies made like proper guides on how to ditch ChatGPT, OpenAI would probably lose a significant chunk of their relevance. If people actually figured out that they can use this shit without giving up their stuff, and, you know, without actually being spied on through it, right? Like, imagine you're working on a project through something like Claude, and you're wondering, damn, I imagine if they're just taking all of the stuff that I'm working on and storing it into their massive systems to train on, which probably is happening. Even if they tell you it's not happening, it's probably happening. You know, it's crazy too, like the Steam machine was one of those things that I was looking at. In fact, actually the Steam headset was something I was looking into. I didn't talk about this initially, but apparently Valve is trying to get games running natively on the actual headset, which is really, really cool shit to see. But of course, obviously, this device has sort of been delayed till later in 2026, and we still don't even know the price, which, to give you an idea, because of how expensive all of these computer components are, yeah, buying the little Gabe Cube is gonna be fucking pricey. And you know, it could have also been another tool that people could have used to escape the sort of like tethered AI bubble that people are sort of attaching us into. Look, again, AI, a lot of this shit is sort of ruining the prospects for gamers, right? That said, I'm not somebody that's wholly against the technology. I just realized that, listen, we open Pandora's box, Pandora's, you know, all the demons are escaping, but the only way that we can actually, like, at least control something is teaching people on how to use this technology in a much more ethical, much more safer, and much more private way. And I feel like as good as some of these local things have gotten, these local technologies, they're not perfect, but as good as they are, I feel like none of these companies want people to have access to this shit going forward. One of my favorite videos from like PewDiePie lately was him showing off his like homemade AI server, where like he literally had like an entire like array of like AI models working together as if they were like the Roman Senate. And I thought that was some of the coolest shit imaginable. And I feel like that kind of stuff companies don't want you to have access to. They really don't, right? Because ultimately, why not just limit people's hardware choices, force them into your ecosystem, and then these people can basically control what you have access to. And ultimately, I feel like down the road, when it comes to working with these AI tools, eventually we're going to get to a point where like, and we're already kind of at that point where a lot of these companies can dictate what you can and what you can't make. Like, surprisingly, one of the things that'll make you laugh is, you know, Grok, like Elon's XAI, like they make Grok, like the actual AI tool. Well, it turns out the actual developers at XAI were using their competition to code and make their AI better. Now, ultimately, Claude, the company Anthropic that runs it, came in and just basically cut them out. And again, they did it because they didn't agree on competition, like competitive software being made using their shit, which kind of makes sense. But then it shows you that these companies basically decide at their level what they want you to do and what they don't want you to do. And there's no regulation surrounding it. I mean, this is a very unregulated industry. So ultimately, I feel like we're headed towards this dark future where, like, you know, access to our hardware, buying computers is going to be a thing of the past. And in the future, it's like, hey, you want to get access to a fast gaming computer? Get a thin client, pay your $20 a month, and join the herd. But I feel like when you let that happen, and again, this is just like a conspiracy theory, but it's the more and more you see the memory shortages, the more and more you see the focus from some of these companies shifting towards the big AI data center, the harder it is for you not to consider the conspiracy theory to actually be true, right? Because